Hello, everybody, and welcome to whatever we're doing. What were we doing? That's right. Eberron, Chapter 2. Reboot you.
Part 3?
No, chapter. No, it's fixed. Ollie. TTP.
Save us, Ollie.
It's beneath you. It's beneath you, Ollie. It's beneath you.
Oh, down here.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry. I just had to turn the stream off because there was two Scots. I don't want that.
Not my life, dude.
Oh, geez. Sorry for the late start. We had well, let's just say Eric was involved. So,
Fuck you.
so let's all get started. Let's just jump into this game because we all know we're excited about it. Okay. So, last time we left off, the short version is y'all got back together. You found some secrets. You shared those secrets with. You pretty much just posted it on Twitter.
Download
Like,
tweeted
oi,
it. Yeah.
here's the secrets. These are party secrets. Which sharing them on Twitter. So.
And then in typical Starboard fashion, he was like, "I don't know what this was a problem. I'm foreign." Just to,
I'm
they
foreign.
can't be angry at him. Didn't.
So and then you guys started traveling along. You decided to pursue one thing above the rest because it's the only one that Luca really cares about. It seems to have to do with this house. He's concerned about activities that is happening at a certain location. So you hopped on steeds. You're riding there as hard and fast as you can. You get through all the blockades or whatever. As soon as you finally get into the country of, hold on, I almost said Drum. It is Drum. Okay,
We're
sorry.
going to Drum.
Yeah. I confused with Dargun for a second. As soon as you get to the country of Drum, or Drome, however you want to say it, then you hear a wonderful melody overhead. Oh, it's some winged harpies singing.
That wasn't
their
the melody.
song. That wasn't the melody. Yeah, they weren't.
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, no. All right.
I could play that on saxophone.
Well. Fortunately, there's only 3 of them. If there were 5 of them, I'd have to be like, "Tell me what you want, what you really, really want, and I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want." I want.
What?
Yeah.
There's not
Baby
10
Harpy,
Spice Girls.
Sporty Harpy.
All right. If you guys could do me a favor, because you have not rolled them yet, if everybody could please roll for me your wisdom save, because the harpies are singing a lovely song to you.
With advantage, right?
I vaguely remember.
Oh!
I did roll
Let's
that.
roll.
I did roll the natural 20. I think. If I remember right from last session.
We're fucking wise, bitch.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take
So
it.
wise. So wise.
I ain't never seen someone so wise over here.
Over here. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
wiser by 3.
Watch out, I'm wise in here.
Dead. That was perfect. That was so bad.
Oh my god, Ollie, that was such a bad joke. That was so awful.
Yeah, I mean, you are laughing. How bad can it be?
That was so bad. You're gonna get a trophy. You're gonna get a trophy for how bad that joke was. Okay, that's it. You get a bad
Christ,
joke
like
trophy.
award.
I get that award. Great. I love that award.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Let's keep. Oh god, that was so bad. Let's keep going.
How'd we do on our saves, Scott?
Okay, so Ollie rolled a natty 20, so we're going to get to you in a second. Everybody else who start hearing the song, and part of the song is a bit of compulsion to move your steeds a little bit closer to where it is you're hearing this music from, but almost immediately after hearing it, you're kind of like, ugh, and, thinking for a second, trying to shake your head free. Ollie, Stalbor hears the music, and he is so... actually, Ollie, technically you're supposed to re-roll.
Why?
Because as an elf, you get to roll with advantage. So don't you have to re-roll with advantage just to take?
Oh yeah, I technically do, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, I won't. It's fine.
Who gives a fuck about Fey advantage? No one remembers that.
He was giving himself a disadvantage because he knew he was going to crush it. Wise as fuck.
Oh.
So because of the fact that you did so incredibly well on your roll, you actually don't have to worry about the fact that your horse has to make a wisdom save.
Oh,
your save is so good, you're actually just like, horsey, you're
the
good.
horse's name is Bluebell.
What is it? Bluebell. Bluebell.
Yeah.
Because
Bluebell's
Bluebell's going to live
fine.
forever. So
It's
you're like,
calm.
Bluebell, You're good. Don't. You're able to pull his attention away. Everybody else, could you do me a favor and roll for me? Actually, Rin and Will, could you guys roll me a 1d20 plus 0? And Eric, you actually have a character sheet for your steed, don't you?
Yeah.
So roll his, which is I think also a plus 0. It is.
Oh.
Wait, what?
What did you do there?
I don't even know what I did.
How did you do that?
Aaron, you're good. Your horse also resists at your
Awesome.
lead. Eric, your steed resists at your lead, waiting for Will to do the 1d20.
My horse got this.
Perfect.
His name's Blue Balls,
Actually,
by
this
the
is
way.
amazing. So the harpies come in.
Better than us.
They're all singing their songs, and you guys, I just had you all roll one save to cover the 3 different harpy songs, and you're able to resist all of them. So with that being said, the harpies are about and singing their songs.
They're about, aren't they?
Yes, they are about and singing their songs.
Boots in the boots.
where
You
are-
in your horse, Scott.
Huh?
That's understandable. Never mind.
Okay. And I didn't do a new artwork yet for that.
Time,
Yeah.
time and effort.
All right, so you guys are riding forward. When you do see the 3 harpies, there, in case you didn't notice them immediately, there's one up ahead on your left, and
They've
then
got
there are
natural
2
camouflage.
up ahead on your right. They do tend to blend in with the stone that's around them, but they stand out enough that you guys are able to see them. Also, they were singing their song. So the harpies are there. Okay, so the harpies are there. They're singing their songs. They're trying to pull your attention over, and finally, you kind of like just get pulled back. Like, okay. Let's not go ahead. Please, how would you like to proceed with them? Sorry, I just still had that bad joke in my head, so I've been distracted for the past like 2 minutes. Sit there like...
I mean, that's the wrong horse, Scott, for a certain character. But
Yeah,
I
I
think
know,
it's
but
fine.
I never, I just,
I'll remind you to do it later. It's fine. It's just that stings a little.
I
Just
know.
sing a little.
I said earlier
Yeah.
when she was away from the computer, I was like, oh, let's go suck a little.
Alright, so 40. We're measuring.
65. Yeah, we're all seeing what we can do here.
Where are they? So does anybody
How-
say anything?
Oh, okay,
How
then
high up
fine.
are they?
Stalbor does. Stalbor sauces his horses and goes, "Beware the harpy's song, my friends." And kind of would obviously stop the horse because he's not a daft boy.
Cool. I'm just gonna hop off my horse and cast a spell, if that's cool.
I mean,
Are we rolling with initiative? What's going on?
yeah. I mean, we could definitely roll into initiative if you're going to start doing something aggressive like that.
Well,
So you don't,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sure. So you can hop off your horse and just immediately go to start casting a spell. Give me 2 seconds. And now you can start rolling for initiative if you would like.
Alright.
Don't forget to click on your token.
Oh boy, middle of the road, baby. That's where we want to be. I don't want to be good. I don't want to be bad. I don't want to be fucking average.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Being average. I love it. Be average.
That's not the advertising campaign for the
And
channel.
waiting on one more of you.
Be average.
Eric.
You're waiting on Eric.
Hold on.
Oh, man. It's going to take a while.
Hey,
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead and shut the hell up? But
Rude.
why?
I mean, listen, we already started the stream a half hour late waiting for you. I'm just saying, can you click on your icon and press initiative? It's not very good. It's like 3 button clicks. Oh, man.
How many turns have elapsed in the time it takes Reich to snap out of whatever Disney princess song he was
I'm
singing?
in torpor.
Seriously.
Go ahead and fuck yourself.
There,
Good,
what was
good,
taking that long for?
good.
5?
Very appropriate. Very appropriate roll. All right. Perfect. So, you get off your horse and you're going to start casting a spell. And this harpy over here, the one that's closest to you, immediately starts calling out to you in common, but with a bit of an accent. So calls out to you in common saying, "Hi, you are crossing the borders into Drum.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
business
beautiful
have
woman.
you here?"
Visiting friends and family. What do you think?
We'd like to get there alive.
Can you fucking move?
Can you politely move?
We are here for border control, and I imagine you did not use this kind of disrespect when you crossed the border from the other side. So still your tongue lest I eat it, lady.
They
Well-
didn't cast magic at us.
Indeed,
Neither did we.
What the fuck was that shit just now?
Ciaran, this is the border patrol. We should maybe be, maybe.
Yeah, Ciaran.
Imagine you're talking to your grandmother right now.
Do you want to see our fucking papers?
Yes, your papers. That is what we want to see. And the creature takes off from where she is and goes to fly down to you guys. She doesn't just fly down though. She does a bit of like a looping around for a little while before finally she does fly and flop. Now, to describe, in case you don't know what a harpy looks like, to describe what they look like, harpies are these strange humanoid bipedal bird creatures. So they're part of their body is covered in feather, part of it is kind of like covered in fur, and they have these huge wings. So the wings that are coming off, reaching off of their backs are these huge like, feathered wings, but the feathers aren't like, oh, these beautiful, graceful, feathery wings that you're going to see on the back of an angel. No. They're kind of like scraggly and gross and whatnot. The legs are a bit furry. Again, it's not fur like you would see on a deer or a dog or something like that. It's like the fur that you would see on a freshly born bird before it's all that's kind of like fallen off and it's grown feathers in its place. That's what you're going to see on its legs. Like it's about halfway up its thigh, down its legs, down to its semi-cloven foot. Sorry, not cloven, my apologies, clawed foot. However, from the upper thigh up to about here on the shoulders, that's all left this like thick, leathery kind of skin, and it is completely nude. They don't have any kind of clothing or even loincloth or anything like that on them. So kind of like it's all hanging out as they're flying around and come flopping onto the ground like, Garr! And then starts taking a couple steps forward like, all right, now let me see those papers.
Here you go, Grandma. Like, I'll hand her my stuff.
Yeah, I'll hand over my
How
papers.
this works.
I would rather not hand it over. I'd rather hold it so they can look at it.
Well,
I mean, if she tries to fly out with them, I'm gonna shoot her.
Yeah.
You're actually in the front, Ollie. So they hand over their things, and you kind of just hold yours outward.
And if they go to take it, it's exactly with Halix. If they like actually take it, he'll let them, but he doesn't really want it.
In which case, then she will snag it. Okay, yeah. So they pop down, and she takes them down, and she's looking over them for a while. It's like, Ciaran. Oh, I see. Lirindar. I'll remember.
I'm so happy
that
you can
one.
read.
And then she like curls it up and she tosses it onto the ground, and she's like,
Yep.
"Oh, and this one is Luca. Luca of House Deneath.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
Luca.
Oh dear.
Where is it that you are heading, Luca?
We informed you that we were going to be passing through.
But where to? Destination.
We're just passing through.
Luca, you're not being very helpful right now.
Come on, Luca. Tell the border guard what they want to hear.
What do you want to hear? That I'm going to that I'm on house business? That I'm going to see my family here?
Okay, house business to see your family. Where are you going? To the city of Greywall?
If that's where my family is, we're looking for them.
I think she's very seriously hinting at something.
Yeah, I know.
Perhaps you need an escort with where it is that you're going. I can have that arranged. Not a problem, Luca. And she hands you back your paper, and without looking at the other two, she hands you back the other two as well.
I'll take them back, and I will give Stalbor Reichs and Reich Stalbor.
Stalbor opens it and is like visibly like, that's not me.
I'm Stalbor now.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, and with that, she then goes and takes off.
Stowball gets off the horse and picks up Kieran's and gives it to Kieran.
Oh, thank you. I kind of like try to like smother it out. Whatever. I'll get new ones later when we're in
Dirt doesn't.
not murder country.
Yeah,
We weren't murdered.
about that.
Not yet.
If you could just be nicer to the horrifying monstrosities.
I gave her my papers.
Yeah, but to say that you were reluctant would be kind.
I was the first one to have mine over.
It
alright?
seems
I'll,
that
I'll like
the swear
touch,
words are the same in Drum and don't go very well. So
I'll touch Kieran's shoulder and I'll just say, if these harpies came to your land and acted this way, what would you do?
I mean, people act this way all the time.
Right. If these harpies came to your land and acted like this, what would you do? If you were the border control, what would you do?
There'd probably be a scuffle, which is fine.
Right. So let's try to avoid
I was
that.
gonna murder them, so this has worked out pretty well, actually.
You might have been on
Okay.
your own with that.
That's fine.
We be scuffling here.
I would
Yeah.
like to not scuffle. I'm a wizard. I don't scuffle.
I'll nod. Like
We've been in a few. We've been in a few scuffles together. That's not the truth.
I think the definition of scuffle is something up to debate here.
I guess.
Fine. We should keep going.
I
Are
thought
we
she was
waiting
raging.
for the
Yeah, she was
Harpy?
raging for.
Yeah, we're gonna
transport.
have a
I
guide?
don't know if they're coming back.
Well, they
It's
said they
like
were
coming
raging
back
transport.
with
So.
reinforcements.
Well, let's just continue forward.
We'll
Alright.
go slowly. Yeah, that's reasonable, right?
Or maybe fast.
This is not
Luca,
the way.
maybe you should lead. They know you.
This is not the way to comport
no,
yourself.
they don't know me.
This is not the way to comport yourself in a country that is not your own. I
I
know that
agree
you
with,
see
like-
I know that you see them as monsters, but let me tell you that they fought hard to get this country to be respected in the eyes of the 5 nations. Do you think they would really throw it all away for some petty squabbles with some travelers on the road?
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
You're both dragon marked. I don't know much about what the dragon mark does, but I understand its importance.
Yeah.
I confer to your greatness, O mainlanders.
Reich, perhaps you and I should ride in front.
I was thinking more one of us two should ride him back, but as you will.
Well, if that's what you think.
I do not
This
fear
is-
attack. I do not fear attack from the front when it comes to harpies.
The most safest place is in the middle, which is where me and Kieran will sit ourselves.
I'll nod and say, well, then perhaps you should be in front and I'll be in back.
I can accept that.
All right.
Fantastic.
We'll continue forward in that marching order.
Cool.
All right.
Slowly.
So you guys start trying. You guys start not trying. You guys start traveling ahead, making your way back to the. Continuing forward towards the Greywall outpost. Your full intention not to be to pass by
Not to go, yeah.
to go to the city of Greywall. Your intention is to not go there at all. To actually curve to the what would that be? The west and the south, and follow along the mountains, and to go to the Greywall outpost instead, which is a key built into the side of the actual Greywall Mountains. I know I said the same word 3 times. They're Greywall Mountains.
People
have an
aren't smart
outpost
naming
named
things.
Greywall that nearby has a city of Greywall. My apologies. That's Struan for you. So as you're traveling forward towards this outpost, the harpies that were just that you just interacted with are swooping around and flying overhead. So there's at least 2 at any point in time that are circling you and following along as you guys are traveling. The third one from time to time will literally swoop down off to the side and be gone for a period of time, and then will come back. Whether or not it's the same one that swoops down or a different one that swoops down each time, you don't know. But they are circling around for the time that you guys are traveling, watching over you, giving you an escort.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On your way to wherever it is that you weren't sure that your family was. So, as you guys are traveling there, It takes several more days, as we had discussed beforehand. It was 22 days from the city before to the city you're going to. So across the border here is going to be a solid, 10, 11 days. Do you want to do anything along the way with the fact that, say, day 2, day 3, the Harpies are still there, though they don't sleep where you could see them. They tend to sleep out of sight, higher altitude, around a hill, whatever the case may be. How do you feel about that? Do you intend to do anything?
Terrible. This is an awful idea. We let them live, and now they're going to follow us.
They are not going to like when we go off the main road to find the keep.
Yeah, so I
done.
think we would probably try to have a conversation in private about it. When they go away to sleep, we would probably talk about how can we ditch our tail, basically.
You know what my suggestion is.
Well, yeah, you want to kill them, but I mean, have they wronged us in any way?
Not yet.
Well, yeah, but if we walk around thinking everyone's gonna try to kill us and kill them first, what kind of world would this be?
The one we currently live in.
I can make one of you
We're not at war.
die but undetectable to mortal beings. But that's one of us. There are 4 of us. I can do the math. Doesn't add up. What,
I mean... yeah, I guess... do you guys have a way we can lose them then? No.
I don't have a way we can lose them. I can keep us safe at night, but I can't.
Alright, well, let's just see what happens then.
We need to... They'll attack us when we turn off the main road. It's
You think so?
practically guaranteed.
I
I was a
think they-
border guard. This would be what I would have done.
I think you assume that because they're Harpies.
I assume that because they're border guards.
How many border guards have you had attack you in your time?
Well, Stalbot kind of goes to answer, but then just looks visibly upset, and then doesn't say anything. Goes to meditate.
Perhaps
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe the giant murder birds are going to be fine.
I think that you assume that there's the danger because they are Harpies.
No,
thus
it's fine.
far, they have seemingly trusted us, so I believe they at least deserve that.
Alright, no, let's just continue going. See how this ends up.
Sure.
Alright.
Fucking Aaron. Okay, so
I think she's having PTSD from Odette. I think that's what's going on.
I haven't even.
Everyone must die. That's a threat. Yeah.
I'm just thinking for a second. I'm like, I don't think Aaron has ever had a bad experience with Harpies in one of my prior campaigns so far.
No.
No,
it's fine. Kieran's just an asshole. So.
I literally, I think it was Nick. Nick's character was literally raped and attempted to be murdered by Harpies before, which is
God.
Mine are. Was it Sahagin, Eric?
Yeah.
Sahagin. I hate Sahagin. I will kill every Sahagin I see. Yeah,
All right.
awful. I hate him.
Well, that's oh god. Good thing that didn't happen last episode of last season. So, all right,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah.
So you guys decide to ignore the what is it, giant murder birds, as Ciaran puts it so elegantly, and continue traveling. So as I said, the travel is a considerable amount of time to get from point A to point B. And all along the way, it's at least 2, sometimes 3, and even for a short period of time, 4 Harpies are circling around overhead, watching you guys and whatnot.
Does that change when we go off the main road?
That's when it's every once in a while it becomes 4.
Cool.
Because now you're really close to the mountains. So one of the things that you do notice, though, is that the rest of your travel seems to be without incident. For one reason or another, it does seem to be without incident, allowing you to travel the entire way to the keep that we were discussing. Now, where exactly this keep is, none of you guys have a map telling you exactly where it's going. You're kind of just following old roads and blah 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 blah. So could you do me a favor and roll for me survival checks? I will give to you, Eric. You have advantage on this one.
Meh. I'm a man of magics, not of survival.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real average.
So, you guys are walking around trying to. Once you go off the road, you're following along the mountain, and you try to find out where it is. It's rather difficult. Everybody's traveling around, trying to find it. And actually, the person who ends up seeing it is, even though I imagine Ciaran's neck probably hurts after these like 2 weeks of traveling with the harpies overhead from just like staring at them. Like, I'll kill one. I'll summon a cloud. Be lightning. You know?
Summon a cloud.
So I imagine her neck hurts, but after one point in time, she's kind of like looking down and scanning the area around. She realizes you guys are literally walking past a spot on the mountain where two rocks have a path between them, but it's really difficult to notice because of the fact that just the way that they're angled and the rock behind it almost looks as though it's just more solid wall there. So she happens to notice it as you guys are literally passing it. And when bringing your attention to it and looking it over, this is why I was giving Reich advantage. Reich is quickly able to notice, this, like looking at this path, looking at the old markings and whatnot in this path, clearly there's been lots of transports and whatnot that have gone up and down from this area. So, so yeah, that definitely has happened where this was the path that you're looking for.